Okay. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Oh man, I stopped doing that with my mouth. I've noticed that I did that a lot in a couple other videos, and I can do that. Nope. All right, so it's winter break right now, and Christmas has already happened, so that's pretty cool. And I left my flash drive at school, which kind of sucks because I'll have it for 2 weeks, and I had this little silver flash drive that I put all my videos on because I had music video and a movie trailer and a commercial, and the commercial was pretty awesome. It was for Mountain Dew, and I thought I did pretty cool on it. So I can't upload those until I get the flash drive back, and I wanted to put those on because then I would actually be making like good videos rather than me just talking to the computer. Anyway, so I guess until school comes back, or I find my flash drive, because I'm pretty sure I might have brought it home. I'm pretty sure I brought it home, but I can't find it right now. So if I do find it, I will upload the videos. But for now, I might have left it at school, so videos won't be up for a little while. So in order to make a good video, or at least just make a video, I guess, I'm going to talk about who I think is going to die in the Avengers 2. So, sorry, I'm a little bit sick right now. So, Joss Whedon has said that Marvel is letting him kill off a potential franchise. And there are a couple characters who people think deserve their own franchise. Those are Black Widow, Hawkeye, and to a lesser extent War Machine. I think War Machine is not going to be killed. And then Hawkeye and Black Widow. Hawkeye and Black Widow are both characters who have not had their own solo movie. And Hawkeye, I feel like, still needs to get some more like character development and stuff. So it's not going to be him who's going to die. That leaves Black Widow. Yep. I think it's going to be Black Widow, because a lot of people have been saying that there should be a Black Widow movie because we need a female-led superhero movie. And so in this movie, we're also getting Scarlet Witch, and then later on, I mean not for a little while, for 3 years, we're getting Captain Marvel. But so and we already have Gamora from Guardians. So eventually we will have at least a few characters in the Marvel Universe who are female and I guess are superpowered. And then another thing people have been saying is that Hulk at the end of Avengers 2, he like moves up onto a spaceship, which then shoots off into space, and he like kind of banishes himself from the Earth. So here's what I'm thinking how it'll go down. And also, it's been like happening. It's been noted that seems that Hulk or Bruce Banner, I guess, and Black Widow seem to be getting a bit romantic in the trailers. So anyway, so this would make sense. So here we go. So Scarlet Witch uses mind control on Hulk, which then causes him to go crazy, and then he gets into a big fight with Tony Stark in the Hulkbuster armor. And during that fight, he goes and he does some kind of punch, and he misses, and then hits a building, or just hits Black Widow, right? And then she's dead. And the Hulkbuster fight, I think, is going to occur towards the end. It's going to be like maybe the third or second to last action sequence before a big showdown with Ultron. So Black Widow's death is like, everyone's like, oh god, what? No! And everyone is like, oh god, because all the Avengers have been fighting this whole time. And Black Widow's death, they see that it's kind of like the fault of Ultron, because, well, it's Ultron's fault. And Quicksilver, I'm just kind of making this part out. I think Quicksilver is going to join the Avengers before his sister, and then they're going to have to get the sister and then bring her over. And so, I don't know, I mean, that part I just kind of made up, but I've had this theory in my head for a while other than that. So then eventually Scarlet Witch will join them, and then Hulk will be like super like messed up because he just killed his lover, you know. So then he will say like, I'm going to help you one more time, but then I'm just a danger to society. I need to leave. I need to be gone. So then at the end, after they defeat Ultron, Hulk goes into a spaceship and then shoots himself off in space. So that's why I think Black Widow is going to be the one who dies. And this, like, if that's all you want to know, you can just stop watching. But here's this cool thing that I thought of. So then, I know James Gunn already said that the Guardians and the Avengers, or not. The Guardians will not like join the Avengers. Like the Guardians are their own separate thing. But I do think everyone's going to come together in Avengers 3 because they cannot miss out on that. Because that is going to be like the cosmic showdown to end all cosmic showdowns. So maybe it'll be like, I mean, it's not going to be a big part of the movie. It's not going to be a big part of Guardians 2. But Hulk will show up and then he'll be like, I was a hero on Earth. And I did some terrible things. And then he kind of banishes himself. So then for Guardians will not be in Infinity War Part 1. They will be in Infinity War Part 2. They will show up at the end, because then it will be like the whole thing. I can't remember exactly how the quote goes, but I'm pretty sure it's something like Captain America's like the last one. He's like, as long as you still live, or no, as long as one of us stands, your tyranny will never go unpunished. And then Thanos is all like, then stand no longer. And then he shatters, and so maybe that could be like towards the end of Avengers 3 Part 1. And then Avengers 3 Part 2, the Guardians will show up after the Avengers have been like totally wrecked, they got totally owned by Thanos. And then they'll show up with a couple of the other supporting characters who show up in their movie, along with Captain Marvel, and maybe the Inhumans if they haven't shown up yet. But, so then they will, or if they are on Earth. I haven't actually been watching much of Season 2 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but I know there's some stuff about the Inhumans going on with that. So they'll show up, and so then the Guardians will show up with the Hulk, and they'll be kind of like a rallying cry, because the Hulk felt like sorry for himself, but then he'll like be brought back from the brink, I guess. And so then we'll have the Guardians and the Hulk teaming up with the rest of the Avengers, who already have Black Panther, and Doctor Strange, and Ant-Man now in their ranks, and if they introduce any other superheroes in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And then the Guardians will bring along with them. They'll bring maybe the Inhumans, or the Inhumans will show up in Part 1, and Captain Marvel, and probably Adam Warlock, and the Guardians, and the Hulk, and just for some fan service, Howard the Duck. That would be pretty sweet. So that's what I think is going to happen. See you later, dudes.